So now that the cabin is on the foundation and with winter setting in, we are back home and we have some projects to complete here. And the first one has to do with this lovely backdrop you see behind me. This is our cargo trailer that during the process of building our home, Spencer and I bought this because whenever we found out that we were pregnant, we wanted to have a space with air conditioning and heat. So we got this, insulated it, have a window unit in the back and everything. And when we were able to move into the house, this was just left as is. Literally the mattress and everything is still inside of it. I'm really kind of scared to open this door because I know it's gonna be pretty gross right now, just because it's been left alone for years now. But yeah, the plan is to repurpose this and turn it into Spencer's like mobile tool shed, I guess you could say. A little mini workshop is what I'm gonna call it. I mean, he definitely can't like go in there and stand and work because he's a giant, but you know what I'm saying. But yeah, I'm really glad that we're doing this because originally when we bought it, our intention eventually was to kind of turn it into like a legitimate camper at some point, but now we have 3 children and all 5 of us can't fit in there. So I'm just glad that we are still able to repurpose it. So that being said, where do we start?
By opening the door, I guess. Here goes nothing. Oh man.
Oh my gosh.
Is that bed always that deflated? I mean, it's not in terrible shape. Just smells a little funny.
Y'all, please no judgment. I feel very vulnerable right now to everybody's opinions.
Yeah, well, this thing was left for at least 3 years or so.
Yeah, it was. Oh, it's like wet. Oh gosh. Okay, I was gonna sit, but never mind. Yeah, I want everybody to know it was not this bad whenever we were living in it, obviously. But yeah, it's just so crazy. So this is where we used to edit our videos. Had a desk chair right here. We would edit the videos and then all sleep on here. We had a little travel bassinet, and then when our daughter got bigger and we needed a pack and play, then we had to take the desk chair out of here. We had a fold-up chair that we would fold up and put over in this corner, and the pack and play would be moved here in the evening and then just on the bed during the day. So it was a tight space.
Yep, and then Bear would sleep right there underneath the desk.
Yeah, we'd have Bear's bed down here, and that's where he would lay. Man, it's just so weird. It feels so weird being here. We've come a long way. And then the reason why this looks like this is because Bo started ripping off all the foil when she learned that.
Same thing with back there.
Yeah, it didn't exactly help with it looking rough.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's kind of like we lived in a little cooler. All right, so what is the first thing that we do?
I think get a hazmat suit.
Wear the spray foam outfits.
Oh, no, I ripped both of those.
Oh, never mind.
So first thing is just get everything out of here and then start removing some of this foam because that takes up interior space and I want as much as possible since this is just such a small compact space. Ideally my mobile shop would be a little bit bigger, but this is what we got. So where largely all my tools have been stored is right in the front of this storage container, and I gotta say it's been less than ideal. My fault because I mean there's not really any organization. It's always been kind of temporary, but it also is a storage container and stuff has just been piling up for years.
Yeah, we'll need to address this at some point in the future as well.
So the whole goal of this whole cargo trailer tool shed is just pretty much just to be able to move my stuff around and have an organized system, because right now it's chaos and my way of moving tools from here and just say the mountains is just a couple of bins, and that is a pain in the butt.
Dig through the bin to find what you need.
Especially if it's like a wrench or something small and it's at the bottom of the bin. It really sucks.
I just want to donate everything. Who needs Christmas decorations?
Who needs air conditioning, vinyl flooring, cabinetry?
Step 1.
Protection.
Bend over. Alright. The actual step 1. Try to get this mattress out of here. Originally, we just slid the bed inside the cargo trailer before we even built that wall, but Spencer wants to try to take it out through this door so he doesn't have to crawl on it to take down the wall.
Yeah,
So.
she said it was moist, so yeah, I don't want to crawl on a moist bed.
Yeah, but there's a chance that this just isn't gonna work, but we can try. All right, get in there. I'm not getting in there. Babe, you have the biggest hole in your crotch. Perfect. Okay.
Oh, the underside's moist.
Hold on. Can you do me a favor?
What?
Stop saying the word moist. I want to sit with you. We've kept saying that the mattress is wet, and then the camera turns on and you're like, it's so moist.
Alright. You ready?
What am I doing?
Yanking.
Babe, what is with you?
What?
These words you're
I
saying.
can't say yanking?
Oh. Push it towards me.
Oh my god. Beautiful.
Man, this cargo trailer looks huge now. Oh my gosh, the smell is so...
It's not gonna fit.
Yeah, well, shove it. There you go.
Get the yanking.
Babe! Look at that! Man, I was skeptical, but it actually worked. Boom, baby!
Look, there's like an outline from the bed of dirt.
Yum. A lot of packages of baby wipes. Seriously, look how much space is in here. We could make this into like a playroom for the kids.
Yeah,
Oh my gosh, they would love that, please. This could be their little fort. Imagine their mobile fort that we take to the mountains and then just put them in here and entertain them. You've got padded walls.
Battle Royale.
Here, you need a broom?
This broom broke in half, and it was just perfect for in here sweeping.
Oh my gosh, there's so many little socks. That's where all those baby socks went. What is it with socks not staying on baby's feet? Now what do we do with this?
Get rid of it.
No, we are keeping it.
Baby.
No, I'm not. This is a non-negotiable. This right here is the first piece of furniture that Spencer ever made. And it's staying.
That thing is the ugliest thing I've ever seen in my life.
No,
and,
it's not. It's sentimental.
And
Sentimental value.
I think it's made out of pressure-treated wood.
Is it really?
Yeah, because I'm looking at the screws and they're like all like decaying from the top.
Oh my gosh.
So
Yeah, that doesn't look good. Well,
I probably just went into the hardware store and just literally bought the first 2x4 I saw, which was probably pressure treated.
Who would have thunk that one day you'd build a house? That's crazy. But seriously, we're keeping it. No, I literally won't let you get rid of it.
Baby, the screws, like how they're not uniform. Oh my god, it drives me nuts.
It used to be our TV stand, and then it was our editing desk. It's staying. I don't know what it's gonna be, but it's not going.
Baby.
I'm not kidding. I will fight you. in the cargo trailer cushion room. You can tell that we lived in this thing during COVID.
Brings me back to 2020.
That's so crazy. I remember when everything first started happening, sitting in here and watching a YouTube video about all the mayhem that was occurring and be like, I gotta go to the grocery store. Stock up on canned goods. That was like when it literally first started. Gosh, this just brings up so many feelings. Like, I can't even explain how excited we were when we got this thing, because prior to this, we were staying in the barn. When we first moved here, literally the only thing in this spot was this old barn. And we closed off one of the sides, put a door in it, and that is where Spencer and I lived for, I don't even know how long, well over a year. So to go from that with no insulation, no air, no heat, nothing, literally no window or anything, so there was no airflow, to then get the cargo trailer, it was such an upgrade. And it was also just, it was such a fun time in our life, because it was when like our channel started taking off and having our first baby. I think it's so funny because I remember at the time telling people that we were living in this, and people literally didn't believe us, but we did. And I have the best memories of it. I really do. So I know it doesn't look like much now, but I'm so happy that we're gonna fix it up. Cause I'm pretty sentimental about this little cargo trailer. All 72 square feet of it. Ooh.
So I think this plywood backing has seen better days.
Man.
I mean, to be expected. It's been open to the elements for, what, 3 years or so? Whoa, a lizard. Damn it. He's a fast little one.
Baby, what are you doing? What is it with guys and needing to catch lizards? Lots of mold.
So now that the cargo trailer has all been pressure washed, now it's onto the floors. So what I'm thinking with the floors, I'm going to start with this first one because it definitely has to be replaced. Pull it up and kind of evaluate the framing underneath, depending on the rust level, which this hasn't seen much road. I wouldn't imagine there'd be too much rust. It's all rotten. But depending on the rust level, I may end up pulling up the other boards and just go ahead and repaint everything, the frame itself. I don't think that was supposed to happen.
So how's it looking?
Not good.
Really?
Yeah, it's a rusty mess in there. The interior has all been gutted. I mean, with the exception of a little bit of wood behind this aluminum siding right here, which I'm assuming that's just there to provide some additional stiffness to the nose cone. But that wood has to also come out because it's all rotten. This is actually the worst rot and rust of the entire cargo trailer is up here. And that's due to the installers that installed this nose cone. So whenever they put this nose cone on, I guarantee you they put in the sides and then the middle last, because the middle, the screws are penetrating, like they broke the aluminum siding itself. So they penetrated the siding, cracked it, and water was penetrating through there. So I have to replace this piece and try to repair all the rust inside. So in order to remove that wood, I actually have to remove the nose cone of this, which is fine because this sheet needs to be replaced anyways. I pretty much got to disassemble everything. So pull the rock guards off, the trim off, figure out how to remove the screws out of the top up here, and then I can remove the sheet itself. I gotta say, this is so crazy. This trailer is a 2019, and you would think with the amount of rust that is up here that it's 15, 20 years old. No, it's what, 5 years old? It's insane. I just pulled the corner off of this door and it was just ant city in there. Oh my goodness. I've never seen anything like that before. Just so many ants. Yeah, fun. Oh man.
Y'all, our yard is a disaster zone right now. It looks like this cargo trailer blew up. There are pieces of it literally everywhere. But I am very happy because we are at the stage in the project that Spencer's going to be starting to piece things back together a little bit here. So now that he has all the plywood out and he repaired all that rust at the front of the trailer, what he's going to do is be reusing as much of the plywood as he can. A lot of it is obviously rotten, but just going to reuse what we can at the front of the trailer and also for the doors because it's a very thin plywood. So just reusing that there and then getting something thicker for the sidewalls. And the reason why is just because he's going to be, you know, I don't know what his exact plan is, but probably building cabinets. We want to be able to mount things onto it. So yeah, we want something a little bit thicker for that. So that's the current plan. I say current because it just keeps changing. So where's my area?
Outside that way a little bit. No.
I need a little nook.
In my tiny shop.
Yes. I need my corner. Kenz's corner.
Oh jeez.
Yeah, you know how people will make she sheds? I can have a she trailer.
So is this yours or mine?
Of course it's mine. Look, I won't take up much space right here. It can be my little desk.
I'll have like a little pull-out desk.
Oh my gosh, I just have to be outside. I can't be inside. No, make me like a little roof deck area.
Baby, there is no way that this thing's gonna hold a roof deck.
What are you saying?
You see what it's made out of?
You're saying I'm heavy?
For this metal, yeah.
I would literally fall right through.
Yeah, this is like the thinnest of the thin metal.
Right.
Framing and all.
Thinnest metal, thinnest plywood. All right, you'll just have to build me another one. One day I'll get a she shed.
Why do you want a she shed?
I just want my own space, you know? Like, why do you want to shop?
Because that's where I build things.
I want a she shed so I can be creative in it. And I'd also like a sauna. And a hot tub.
Get to building.
What do you think you're here for? I could definitely Kool-Aid man this.
Kool-Aid man it?
Yes.
No, you couldn't.
Yes, I can.
Not through that steel.
Okay, you're not gonna do reverse psychology on me. Of course not through the steel. Do you think I'm an idiot? I'm talking about the wood. No, I could hi-yaw that.
Hi-yaw?
Yeah.
Yeah, I would hope so. It's only pretty much cardboard. Alright, so I'm gonna have to rip this down just a little bit. So today is the day where I get to start on the whole solar array for this cargo trailer. Tool hauler, workshop, whatever you want to call it. So with this, what I'm thinking is an array that will not only, I'll have 4 panels on the top, but also 2 panels on the side. And the thought behind that is for transport. So the 2 panels on the side will be flat, like parallel with the walls while in transport, and then those will fold out, and then the ones on the roof will also be flat-ish towards the roof while in transport, and then fold up, making one large array whenever I'm ready to set up and need power and whatnot. So step 1 is make my hinge for the solar array. So these panels on the side and the top will have the same pivot point, so that's where all this complexity comes into, and I have a 1/4 inch piece of angle iron that I'm going to fabricate this all out of. So I have all of my mounting points or hinge points of where the solar arrays are going to mount to fabricated up. There's 4 of these, and they're going to mount up overhanging the side of the cargo trailer. So before I move further with fabricating this up, I have to stiffen up the underside of this cargo trailer, because currently the way these roof rafters mount, their only point of contact is right there on top of the walls where they're welded. So I'm going to weld just some flat stock 1.5" steel from front to back, connecting them all together, not only stiffening it up, but also that'll give me a little bit more meat when running my connection bolts through the roof, tying the solar array to the roof itself. I'm not sure how well y'all can see this, but these Asian lady beetles are the bane of my existence. They are literally everywhere. I can't do anything without them like crawling all over me, and I mean, they're just covering the cargo trailer currently, so yeah, I don't know. It's hard to concentrate when you got things just constantly crawling all over you.
This should be a sign of good luck, right?
Asian lady beetles are actually bad luck.
Seems more appropriate. No, this is a good sign. You know what I bet's about to happen? Bitcoin's gonna take off.
So now that all the strapping is welded in place, now on to making penetrations in the roof. Never like making holes in the roof, but has to be done. And we're through. Only 1, 2, 3, 4, 9 more to go.
He had to wear those boots because they look like Spencer's boots.
Measuring? Daddy's a little helper.
I want to help. Oh God. Now you get 2. Soon you'll have your 3rd helping you.
All competing for help.
Yeah. What are you guys working on?
Generator.
The generator?
This is so we can see.
Oh, yeah, for when you're welding. Yeah, you have to wear the helmet so you can
Right
see.
there.
All right, go fix the generator, please.
What? We don't have to.
We don't have to.
So everything looks good. All my holes are aligned. Now we can start fabricating the arms, or the pivot arms, for the solar array. Oh yeah. So one of the main reasons why I wanted to notch this was not only to have this just flush and make my life a little easier, but it gives me more surface area to mount this pivot arm to, because out here is going to carry the bulk of the weight. I mean, this bolt hole right here will have some metal going, connecting it to the other side of the trailer, allowing some tension, but this is what's going to carry a lot of that weight. So I'll be able to weld all of this, all of that on both sides, all the way up and across the tops. So this will make for a very strong mount. So it's all kind of mocked up and definitely not done, but I guess it's the moment of truth. See how this thing fits on the roof. And before actually I put it up there, I want to point out I underestimated how much flex when welding steel does. Like obviously it deforms and whatnot whenever you're fusing them together by the process of welding. It can cause some of the metal to change shape and whatnot. With that being said, this very first one right here, I've noticed kind of curved up just a little bit. The other 3 are perfectly in line, but this one's a little out of line. So I'm hoping once I bolt it down to the roof, everything will kind of get pulled back in line, but I guess we'll see. So as you can see, I mean, this thing is not bolted down yet. You can still see like the bolt still isn't even fully seated. But one thing I do want to point out, this was the end that I was talking about, how it deflected. See how you can kind of see the trees back there. Yeah. So hopefully once I actually bolt that down to the trailer, it all just kind of pulls back down into line, which I would imagine would happen, but I guess time will tell. That backdrop is our old is our old and that backdrop is our old cargo container trailer. Why
Cargo trailer.
Cargo container trailer. Why do I keep saying container?
Whenever we found out that we were pregnant, we got the cargo trailer to, I keep wanting to say cargo container too.
I'm ready to set up and need power and whatnot. Good.
That's good.
That's been my biggest challenge so far, is just having my tools to do all the things that we do. So this is going to be greatly needed. Or God, I just feel like I'm going off the rails.